Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you with a little, where's my little banner? Boom! Midday money here on a Friday. A little late. I apologize. I forgot to add in a place for today on the site for free picks here. And I'm like, oh no. And I had to write them down. And, oh, I'm a little late. So I apologize for that. Hit the like button. Notification bell on so you know when we're live here on the Win a Free Pick channel, Picks and Parlays, Sean Higgs, wherever you're watching. Appreciate everybody. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving yesterday. I'm going to put the all day pass in, $24 in the chat. We're going to put the free picks in the chat. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs, or X, whatever you call it. I still call them the Indians and the Redskins and the San Diego Chargers. So there's that. I got to throw out the teaser, the Saturday college football teaser for Teaser Tuesday in the comments as well. They are scrolling underneath. They are scrolling underneath as I speak. There we go. All right, let me tweet out on the X, and of course, podcast listeners. I keep saying, I got to give a podcast shout out to all the countries, and I will get to it. I apologize. I'll get to that. Game's underway. I did take KC on one of the sites last night, plus 12. There was only 10s around on a couple of the other ones, so I didn't put it out there. I only got 5 college hoops today. I got one freebie in there because I have, game already off the board here. And there's 2 actually are off the board here. I got Tennessee State. And here, that's actually, I think, moved. I got -1 on that. I don't know what it closed at. And there's 2 other games that I have, but when you're doing decent on the leaderboards, I can't give them all out. I can't give them all out. But anyway, I guess we could talk about everything in the recap as well here. So let's just do that, and we'll start college football because that's the first one up here. But recapping wise, yes, so we did have a push here with Mississippi State at +10. A winner on the site as I had it at a +12 early in the week. So if you are on a package, you're doing all right with college football. Number 1 college football, I think we're 82-61 on the season. Not too bad. Money wise, leading the way there. NFL 2-1 here in the video. 1-2 on the sites though, and a bad number on Washington. They got totally blown out. Detroit loser. San Fran, good number on San Fran out of 5, as opposed to the closing number with Washington was a bad one. But 1-2 on the site, still not affecting me. I think number 1 or number 2 on Picks and Parlays. Number 1 on another channel here. Basically 1 or 2. Can't complain about another 60% NFL season. So there is that. Nothing in the NBA. Hockey was a pass. College hoops yesterday. I did drop both of my college basketball on the site. So college basketball on the site now is 49-51. Not good. Obviously, you want to be in the plus. But remember, that's why we started NFL and college. We're right around 500 mark. And then, we're at 60% in both right now. So there's that. Let's get to today's action because everybody wants today's picks. Starting in college football, again, 37-31 plus 300. Texas Tech plus the 14. I do, again, for, college here, I have 2 games for Friday action that I bet here. Boston College. I haven't talked about that with Gabe. We'll talk about Gabe, and I was on Sports Grid last night, but I got the Boston College here on the site at a plus 9.5. And there's only one other game that I have going today. But for chat wise, we'll take Texas Tech. I've done a couple free pick videos on Tech here and why I like them. In a dog roll, quarterbacks playing better. Texas last couple games have not been all that impressive. Now to come in and put away a team who's battled the last couple years I'll take the point. Actually, I'm seeing a 14.5, but we'll take 14 here. It is what it is. NFL again, 26 and 20 plus 510 in the video. You should already have this when we took the Jets over at 41. Not sure exactly if it's moved because I don't. We keep it what it is. We keep them when we put them out. That's why sometimes the lines move here. It's still 40.5. It's come down a little half point. I get it. People don't know no faith in the Jets offense. Defense is there. Miami's been struggling. Sure. Not me. I'm going to go opposite, and it's paid off. That's why we're at 60% number one or number two on like 100 something sites. NBA 8-4 plus 360. I got to tell you. So I'm doing with Gabe last night on his channel, and we're talking NBA, and I'm like, I'm not doing bad in NBA. Between the sites, I'm 11-2, 10-3, something like that on the sites. Number 4 in the money. Video, we're doing okay. So we're talking about the Pacers, and I'm like, 248, Gabe. I said, it looks a little low. Why do I want to go under this thing? And I end up putting on the site at over a 248 because he's just rambling off number. I'm like, you know what? You're kind of right. And I do just dabble a little bit in the NBA. I could be totally wrong here with the Detroit offense. I wake up this morning and it's a 243. When you're hitting them, you can't let other people kind of get in your head. And he was in my head. And they made good arguments. And I still feel a little, obviously my first instinct was to go under when I see 248 when they put up like a 300 points. Now it's a 243. And I'm a little frustrated by that. But on the same token, going over the Pacers numbers, because my concern was that the Pistons scoring 120. But looking at the Pacers and their pace, literally the pace of the Pacers, Detroit should get into that 115, 120 range, which I think will save us here. So again, we'll see what happens there. Hockey, one game, the Wild. I did think I was kind of like San Jose. I did like some hockey. 5-9 in hockey, minus 375. Wild plus 110. On the sites in hockey, number 5 on the sites. 3 on number 1, 3, and 5 on the sites in hockey. So again, picking and choosing the spots. We're talking 9-4 records, 10-4 records. Obviously, a few more in the video because people want free picks in the video. College hoops 11-17 minus 750. I already told you we are 49-51. Pepperdine plus the 10 today. Teaser Tuesday. I'll pop it up here. It is scrolling, but the college football teaser Tuesday picks. BC, there it is, plus 15.5. San Antonio plus 10.5. Texas Tech plus 20. Those were the 3 for today. Again, should have played them tomorrow if you want to jump on. Louisville, Rutgers, and Clemson. Texans, Falcons, Raiders, and football. NFL style football. Let's get in here, see how everybody's doing. Probably everybody's itching. I was late. Then I come in for 10 minutes to talk. Ray Reddington's in the house. Here we go, Jack Hughes. That's this guy. Anytime goal plus $1. Pastranac. Anytime goal minus 1 McDavid. Anytime goal, even money. Sam Reinhart. Anytime. Here we go. Plus 175. The anytime goal. Crew showing up. Should I write these down? I'm going to write down the anytime goal crew. We got Hughes, Pastranac, McDavid, Reinhart. Is there? All right, Sam. Maybe there's extra Reinharts. A 3-team parlay. Here we go. This is what I like to see. Parlays on a Friday. We should call them parlay Fridays. It's a football parlay. Over first goals. Jets, Devils, Preds. All right, what time do these puppies go? What time do these things get underway here? We got time for all these, it looks like. Panthers and the Jets. There's the Devils at 3. Who else? Preds and the Jets. Jets are at 8 o'clock. And Nashville's at 3. Okay. Lock it in with the Kings in the house. I'm all right. I'm all right. Miss says Ball State under 154, Toledo over 165, Irvine under. Miss, let me ask you, how are you doing with the totals? I know you mentioned totals the other day. I probably should have wrote them down. I want to maybe jump into some more college hoops. Again, I did a couple last night. But again, I feel as if even though I'm just treading water, I, I I'm trying to hold off on just going crazy jumping in. How have your totals been? You worth a tell on my personal accounts here with the totals? Let me know. Shout outs in house. College football TCU plus 10.5. There we go. Let's go a little TCU for you and me against Oklahoma plus 10.5. Alternate Iowa plus 3. Toledo minus 6.5. And Ohio moneyline parlay. So the Iowas in a game that has a total of 20 or 25. Why I can see take at any points. Toledo Rockets. All right, Ohio money line. I could do that. That's fine. That's they should win. They're like a double digit favorite. What is the last one? How is Toledo? Toledo's sitting pretty right because they're going to be in the MAC championship game. They should win this game. What are we doing here? Plus $5. I like it. Shout out. All right, we have the promo code all day action. You use that any day of the week. $24 for a day, as opposed to I don't know. People still buy a. I don't know. Trying to save some money. I'm doing all right. I know we might have a bump or 500 day every once in a while. $24. You're not gonna go wrong. $31 for a week, people. T Money's in the house. Watching Iowa free pick Iowa money line 0-0. Sexy plus money. I went crazy on myself. I wanted to take Nebraska today. Nebraska in the over for me. Money line, Markel. How about the Lions? Trash. Who got buried yesterday at the Lions money line? Who that hurt everybody? College football under first half Iowa Nebraska 13.5 points. Are we kidding me with this total here? Unbelievable. Iowa's going in. I like the over. I couldn't play it though. T-Money says leaning on the Heat and the gross Bulls and Denver -3. So I actually kind of like. I thought about the Magic today. I said the last time. I was like, Magic. So the Bulls Toronto. That line has moved. Not loving that one. I looked at that. I was like, why is that like a 5? The Heat. I don't want nothing to do with the Heat. See, the Heat to me, no thank you with the Heat. Denver -3 against the Rockets. Give me the Rockets in the over. 3? Denver laying 3 on the road. I took Denver the other day -4 against the Magic. It was a loser. They collapsed down the stretch. And now you're laying 3 against the Rockets? No, thank you. No, thank you. Michael B's in house. Welcome. Too many should. I wish I knew my record in here. 865 up a billion units. I mean, listen, you do throw out a lot of the bigger plus money kind of stuff. I would say you're up, Team Money. I would say you're up just because of the size of the plus monies you give out. The record is probably bad. Like if it's say you put 800 and 650. I would say 600 and 800, but you're probably up because when you're taking plus 550s and plus 1100s, you're going to be in a plus zone. Michael, NFL did not go well. 1-3, lost all my props, but ended up going 8-2 college hoops. There you go, Mike. Yeah, I'm probably going to dive a little more into college basketball coming up now that college football's ending. And as much as I have in the past, like as soon as these bowl lines come out, I usually jump in and start pounding on them. That's not going to be the case. Short of the bigger bowls where I know guys aren't going to be leaving schools like marquee kind of players. All right, and missing out. I'm staying away from these lower bowls, and I'll see how I do because normally I'll put out like 30 games and go something wrong. Let's say 18-8 or something like that in bowl games, 16-5. Like have a good bowl season. Ah, I don't know, man. You got to kind of follow. There'll be a lot of movement in another week. So I'll probably just hunker down in some college hoops. Shout out player prop. Here we go. Hill over receptions, sure. Wilson over receptions as well. Hill over 76 yards. I think Tyreek Hill's gonna have 150 yards in the first half. There's my bold take. Get a pen out, everybody. My bold take is Tyreek Hill, 2 touchdowns, 150 yards in the first half. Miz had Wazoo under 49 picks. Oh, Washington. Please, I had Washington and a plus 30 in a crazy tease with Dallas as like a pick 'em and over a 30. And like, what are we doing here? Washington. Terrible. Bad bet by me. I was hoping to get 10. The line goes to 14. What the heck? I did say I was jumped down with the pub show yesterday. I was like, take Cowboys -7 today because no matter what happens with Seattle, I think the line's going to go up, and then Seattle so gets embarrassed. Not a good game, and everybody sees Dallas drop a 25 spot in the fourth quarter. Uh, you can still grab sevens out there in that game. I don't really hate that one. Niners are a 1 point dog against Philly next week. Marcus, his lines cost me 52 grand. Oh my goodness. All I had to do was win, made 25 leg, and got 24. Best way to go 24-1? Put in a 25 T parlay. Are you kidding me, Marcos? Are you kidding me? Like this is the kind of crap though. Like I don't even want to bet if that goes on with me. I go 2-2 in football yesterday. I'm like annoyed. I'm like, all right, I'll deal with it. How the heck I go 24-1, $52,000 staring me in the face? The good news is here, Marco, is that you lost it right out of the gate. You knew you were a loser, so it didn't make a difference. Whatever else, anything happened. Groovy says, T Money, you're up a trillion. I'm down a million. College basketball screwed me. uh, anytime the Tariq is only -110. Marcos Minute. New day. Yes. Hit the like button for me and Mr. Nika. Thumbs down for the Lions. Mr. Nika. Where the heck is Mr. Nika? Michael B's coming in. College football UTSA plus 3.5 and the Sooners -9. I like UTSA. I want to, we have them in the uh, Friday teaser or the Tuesday teaser for today. Sooners -9 against TCU. I mean, that looks like it's on pace for an over. No opinion on that guy. Miz is taking both. Mountain West unders. New Mexico under 60. I like more. And Boise under 46. Both games. Teams down to third string QBs. Let's check out some Mountain West action. Utah State, New Mexico. 9 down to a 4 to total. Or not the total, excuse me. And then who's the other one here? Boise. Boise went from 5 to 7. See 450, 59 and 45s here. Interesting line move there. 5-point line move. That's a stay. See, that stuff like that, it's just a stay away from me. It's you get Utah State here looking to get bowl eligible 6 wins. Air Force is looking to break out of their schneid. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Davis has got over the Memphis game. 2 touchdowns first 4 minutes. Keep it going. They got 2 touchdowns already, the Tigers? 14-6. Temple putting up points. Who would have thunk it? It's tough. A 64 with Temple. I mean, you think they're going to give up 40 something, right? You think they're going to give up like 45? It looks good so far. 20 points. You're on your way. Groovy says 6. Like Texas Tech, then I'm taking the over. Texas wins. I like the over in the Texas Tech game as well. I like the over. What's it, 52? I like the over. Yes. Marco says San Diego versus Arkansas State 4-point spread and NC State versus BYU 6 points. Any thoughts? Where is my college hoops? I just got to find this on my board. This is the problem here when there's only like 70 games, but still I got to go hunting. All right, so San Diego, Arkansas State, Arkansas, as we like to call it, to annoy the Arkansas fans. What is this, 4? Hasn't moved a bit, huh? NC State, BYU. I like BYU. And whatever. We want to lean on the Red Wolves over Arkansas State? Out of the 2 games, I would go BYU. Shout out to CC has been doing good last month. Oklahoma's been struggling. Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that. TCU though, the question with TCU is the defense. I don't know. My initial lean on this was obviously I'm like the Tech game. I'll take TCU because you're facing a team leaving, the final game of the season kind of stuff. Again, another bowl looking team, right? They got 5 wins. You want to show some spunk. I would have leaned TCU here. I definitely would have leaned TCU, and that's what a lot of these games today with college football. Doesn't mean I bet them all. As I said, I got 2. I got BC, um, another game that's on the sites. I can't really mention. I probably did a video on it somewhere along the way. You could probably find it. Marco says Santa Clara versus Oregon State here. Oh my God, I mean, you're killing me here. Santa Clara, where are they? Oh, new rule should be I need rotation numbers. Where the heck is Clara? Clara, Oregon. What are we saying here? It's still 6. I'm leaning on Clara. My number says to take Santa Clara. Did not bet it. Arkansas versus UNC, not Arkansas State. This is the other Arkansas basketball team. Where do I have that one? I just saw that. But I'm not going to hunt my sheet. I'd rather just pull up a number. I like NC here, although only by a thread. Just a thread. Just a thread. And honestly, when it's that close, I'd probably lean towards the dog. So, dog them up. Both doggies today. Battle for Atlantis. I did take Pacers team total over. Yes, that looks pretty good for that one. They're going to score. My question is Detroit going to score? Brown versus Delaware, 1 point spread. Oh my goodness. Brown and Delaware. The old blue hens of Delaware. Bringing me home. What time is this? 8:36. So this line is down to 1. It's a 1. This was a 3 last night. I guess the money's coming in on Brown. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Um, you got an undefeated Delaware team, a 1-4 Brown team. I I got to take Delaware here at -1. I mean, Delaware I have as the better team. What is going on here? But then you see a 4-0, 1-4, and it's a pick 'em, and you're like, it is in the Bahamas. I I just I gotta take Delaware. My numbers say Delaware. I don't care. I mean, I got to throw out the. You look at record wise there. It's come down. It was 3 last night. Halliburton is questionable. Is he? That's probably why I won't. He's out. If he's questionable, he is out, which is why the lines come down. He is out. He's not playing. West Kent versus BG. Where is Western Kentucky? So 4.5. Boy, I really miss you, Marcos, coming in with 50 games of college basketball. um, I would lean Bowling Green. Give me Bowling Green. It's come down. I'll take the Falcons. Alabama, Ohio State. I'm a big Bama guy for basketball. Okay, this is a 6. Now this was an 8 last night, so it's come down to 6. Wow. All right. See, this is why I'm glad I'm kind of not really jumping totally in with my initial numbers here, because I'd be like, all right, I like Alabama should win, and then the line comes down. Who they played A&M. Everything else has been kind of Powerpuff. I, the lines come down. I agree with it. I mean, I'd rather have the 8 with Ohio State, so I would just lean that way. Wow. See, this is why I'm glad, because I took Tennessee State today at a -1, and they're down 15. So I could chalk that up as a loser. I'm not going to overthink things here. It's a loser for me. Ohio versus Georgia State. Probably the Redhawks. I don't even know, what do I have on this one. Yep. What is this line? 5? Yeah. I mean, it was 2. It's gone up. I agree with it. Team on Iowa to fumble recovery. Nebraska is a favorite now. What is happening in college football? I don't even know. Hold on. I thought what's I thought Iowa was going in. I did like Nebraska today. Michael B says, college hoops. The Owls of FAU, trendy FAU, USC money line against Oklahoma. I could do that with you. Iowa money line against the Hall. Yeah, I'm not a big Hall guy. And VCU. What are they? They're a dog there to Tech, right? It's 4. Okay. I don't hate. I could agree with all those. The FIU, Florida Atlantic one is. I mean, are they? It's tough when everybody loves the team, right? Especially a mid major. It's tough to gauge them, or any kind of bias built into them. Marcos says, "Oh my goodness, Marcos, Evansville, Chattanooga. Um, what is this line? 8. I would lean Evansville. Monmouth and Belmont. I like Monmouth. I'm not even going to see what the new line is. What is the new line in this game? Monmouth and Belmont. Where is it? Where are the zips? Here we go. We're getting a 7 spot here. Uh, I like Monmouth. Get what do you call it? The Hawks? Monmouth Hawks, if I remember correctly. Belmont was 8, now it is 6. I still like give me some Monmouth. Monmouth and Evansville. Pair of doggies. Groovy says, hope the bank is open. Got to get withdrawal money. Wager on these Raymond hockey picks. Just score, baby. Pasternak. Jesse Schulz asked about Florida Atlantic looking foolish again. Or is it? Oh, you bet against them. Oh, they're winning right now, Florida Atlantic. Who just asked for Florida Atlantic? Oh, Mike said he had Florida Atlantic. I thought that was Marcos coming and said, no, do you like Florida Atlantic today? They're already playing. Like, what the heck is happening? Bad day yesterday, hitting 70%. Oh, the pain. The pain of your totals hitting 70% in college hoops, Ms. Excellent. Excellent with the totals. Are those, let me ask you, are those, I mean, are you jumping on those overnight totals? Because again, it's, I'm not going to scroll back up and look at the opening number against what the number is now. So excellent. Good work. Share some of those, bro. Where are you on Twitter? Send me those in a message or something. Let's go. Okay, I like I said, if you see $5 on the ground, pick it up. I'm not gonna turn down 70% from somebody. Straight to the ticket window with Ray's anytime goals, says Groovy. Ray is pumped up on a Friday. PFL championship fights today for Michael Bay. I got 2-unit banger. Here we go. 2-unit banger. Silvera plus 180 money line and a KO sprinkle plus $7. 1 unit on Pinedo. PFL. Marcos. Oh my God, Marcos. Boy, I really miss Marcos. Every single game on the board. How can you bet every one of these games, Mark? I know I say this every day for the last 2 years we come in when we go through every game. Utah State and New Mexico. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let's pull up. Who doesn't love Mountain West action? Where's our... Who do we got here? Utah State, New Mexico. Where is... Hold on a second. Why am I missing this game? Is this a Lady Lake game? There we go. And who's the other one here? UTSA Tulane. I'm trying to just scan so I don't have to hunt down the boards. But UTSA. We're talking. We're back to this is football. I'm looking for college basketball. You're killing me here. You're killing me, Marcos. So Utah State lines move from 9 to 4. Stay away from that game. I like UTSA in the over. I'm thinking this is basketball. Thanks, buddy. Michael B. Knicks, yes. Wolves, yes. Pellies. The Pellies versus the Clippers. Why not? Fade the Clip show. Absolutely. You don't always down for fading the Clippers and the Lakers and the Warriors. And at this pace, the Nuggets laying a 3. Groovy says we are Sparta, Iowa football team. They're going to win. What is going on with football action here in that game? 7-0 Iowa. 7-0 Iowa. Marcos says Missouri -9 against Arkansas Air Force versus Boise. Here we go. This is football. I like Mizzou. And again, the Air Force won. Air Force has just been a mess. I know someone had mentioned the under earlier in this game. I mean, I don't hate the under. But if I'm getting 7.5 up from 5, I would lean that way. Again, though, we got some quarterback issues. Do you really want to to play these games, Marcos, with 5-point line moves in Utah State and New Mexico? Pierce is in the house. Give me a winner. All right, I could do that. Texas Tech in football today. Jets over in the NFL. There you go. The Pacers over. I'm questionable about. I added it. I probably should have added to the chat. I did. It's out there in the world. Hockey, I like the Wild. Pepperdine in college hoops. So there you go. You're at least one, two, three. At least you're going 4-1. T Money. I need therapy after this Iowa game. Game kick got blocked. What's the score of this game? What's happening in this Iowa game? Just popped back 87. What? Meant to say usually have all the bowl games bet. Yeah. Um, I usually have a lot early. The lines come up, I'm on them. And I did have I don't think I had a bad bowl season last year off the top of my head. I think probably right around the same. Uh, let me pull up some previous bowls. All right, we're gonna go for December. We'll start the 15th because sometimes we get that early bowl kind of stuff. Yeah, 27 bowls last year. And then the year before, yeah, 16-8 in bowls, 67%. So in the year before, 16-12, 57%. So always like around, you know, a decent amount of bowl games. And then we'll go all the way back to 2019, 16-10, again, 60% bowls. I just, why? Oh, well, I just pulled up the entire season from 2018 and 2020. Not bad. 160-93, 56% college football. Yeah, last year, the Bulls, 27 games, I had a 500 record in the Bulls. And you saw the other 3 years before that, all 62%, 57%, 67%. I'm not running through Bulls this year. Nope. Not happening. Not happening. It's all right. It's all right. Lex, let's keep it a classy with Texter. And a lot of times I try to get the bowl games up early because I want to be ahead of the line moves and try to get something. Hey, buy a bowl package. It's $100 better than buying every game for 34 or $44, whatever. People don't buy that. Again, I do look at lines. People won't even bet the lines. I'll tell you to bet a week at a time, and they move 3 points, 4 points. So I'm not going to jump in and have a bad record on sites, uh, especially when I think we're going to get some crazy line moves with the portal. Lex says a Tulane teaser over 49.5. Tease it, baby. Let's go. T-Mike says, Sean, I'll be on the Eagles against the Niners. The books haven't caught up with the Eagles yet, like they have the Chiefs. Eagles are in a tough spot here. And again, I was on with Gabe last night. We're talking about the Buffalo game, and he brought a lot of stuff up against Buffalo to be on Buffalo. And I was already on Philly. I'm like, you know what? I grabbed Philly thinking they were losing to Kansas City, and this would be a good spot for them because everybody would be high on Buffalo, big win, even though it's against the Jets. But what I say, I thought they were going to win like 34-10 or something, beat them pretty handily. And I'd get my 3 on the Eagles. I'd be happy. Eagles pull out a win, and I still got a 3. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with that. Now they have a Buffalo team for all intents purposes. Like I said against the Jets, this is their season. They have Philly this week. They got Kansas City. They got Dallas. They got the Chargers. They got Patriots, and then they finish in Miami. This is it. This is a gamut of games. The Eagles themselves are in a tough spot here. You have Dallas. You had a bye. You had Kansas City. You have Buffalo. I think you got Dallas again. The Niners are in here. Uh, right, it's gonna be a big payback kind of time. Right, it's payback. It's payback. I don't know, man. I'm interested to see a healthy Purdy versus Philly, and we've seen the Niners hit a lull and drop a couple games. We saw the the Eagles lose to the Jets, uh, almost lose a couple games. Do they almost lose because the team's not good enough? Now you're playing a team that's good enough that won't maybe let you escape. Niners got decent pedigree, pretty good head coach. I always say about Dallas, the head coach, which is why I was like, I got to take Washington in points yesterday because the head coach is trash for the Cowboys. I don't say that about the Niners head coach. You'll bounce back, Groovy. Don't worry about being down a million. You'll be up a billion soon enough. Mark, I'm serious. I'm serious. I sent you the proof. I made a ticket for Wednesday too. No, listen. I believe you. Why would somebody come in? Uh, you know, people always mention huge parlays in here. 22-0, college and NBA. Try to get greedy. At Dallas -13, San Fran -7. 24-1 in a parlay. Send it a screen, and I'll put it in the chat here. I'll pull it up. Detroit money line. Oh my goodness. Mike, I got nothing in the NFL, but I'll be rooting for the Jets. To shut out two. I'm playing against him in several leagues. I need a few picks. No, bro. What are you doing? We got the over today. Like, come on, stop with this nonsense. What are you doing to me here? It all came through except Detroit. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Go in there and harass Detroit Lenny. T Money. And no, they're not gonna have him here. I'm sure I'm sure it's a record and plus money. I'll check them so I'm on the agenda. I don't know, like I said, like record wise, because I know you take. Let's go T Money. I mean, the other day you had like a plus 1100 kind of crazy, but what we had like young boys in soccer plus 3000. I mean, you put in some big plus monies. Uh, I don't know if you're gonna have it being over 500 with that kind of shots, and if you are, I mean, Christmas is coming. Why don't you send me 10 dimes? I mean, if you're just rolling along with a a a over 500 record when your average guy you put in here for a dog is plus 250. I mean, like what the heck? Would you agree in basketball? It's Purdue, Houston, UConn, Marquette versus the field. These four just look so much better than everyone else. Even UCLA, Baylor, Zags. All right, listen. I do not like Gonzaga. No, thank you. UCLA, I'm not really sold on. Although I do like the coach. I know Trap doesn't like the coach. I do. Uh, Houston, yes. Purdue's up there. UConn, I don't know about Marquette yet. I know they got some wins. I always got to put Kansas in there. Kansas is always a Final Four team in my eyes. I'm not high on Duke. Houston, UConn, Purdue is there. Um, I always like Baylor. Again, Kansas for me though is a team I can't write them off. And as bad, you don't even have Arizona in here. I mean, Arizona's a pretty good team. And I know that Sparty has not been well, right? They lost to Duke. They have that lost to James Madison, which is more of a fluke kind of loss. You lose here to Arizona. This is Sparty basketball. That's what they do. Um, I don't know. I think Arizona's a really good team. Arizona has beaten Michigan State and Duke already. Can't leave them out. College hoops line is going up. Higgs, Cal State, Northridge versus the worst team. They're playing who they play? Lemoyne. They got Lemoyne or Mississippi Valley. Yeah, they're bad. Sure. You want to lay? No, hold on a second. Cal's playing Idaho. They playing Idaho, Cal State, Northridge. Hold on, let me bring up the Big West schedule here. Northridge is this Mississippi Valley. Yes, they are. Yeah, you want to lay 15? I don't care. Mississippi Valley and Lemoyne are really bad teams. Mr. Hilsenhouse, welcome. Joker triple double, Magic plus the points. I like the Magic again. I like them. Excuse me, I didn't like them the other day. I like them today against the Celtics. Joker triple double should get Houston. Why is that line so low? What's up with that? Knock it with the king. Hard to play some of these college teams today. You don't know where some of these kids' heads are. I mean, yeah, that. I mean, I don't know about that, King. It's just for me out of the gate. Uh, I don't know. I'm 500. I feel like I'm not. Should I be pressing more? Why should I be? I got Tennessee State in -1. They're down 15. That's where I'm at. I took KC plus 12 here. They're down 13. But right, those are down. I mean, this is how I've been losing some games this year. We talked about just missing out and 2 point, 1 point losers. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 losses I got. Excuse me. 14 losses, 2 pushes, and 2 games by 3. Everything else is from a half to a 2.5. Those are tough losses. I mean, 14. Eesh. I gotta wait. I can't. And I always say like the picking and choosing, right? It's more better when it comes to like say baseball. Like, oh, it's somebody's -115. Yanks are a small fave, Dodger, Pirate, whoever, big name teams. Like I said, can't pick and choose, no matter what it is. If you like a bunch of home teams in NFL -1 to 2s, you got to take them all. You can't just say, oh, I'm gonna do a dog here. Why is that all in? I can't. Should I be going all in when I'm losing 14 games by half points, 1 points? I did that in February of last year, and I ended up like 16-50. There was it's not like you're due to win those. I'd rather just hey, if I take a couple losses every day, that 2 and 3s, 1 and 2s, I lose a couple winners. I have to. I College football's over. Bulls are coming. I got to wait. Transfer portal. I'll dive in. Maybe get a little more selective. Not more selective, but expand a little bit with college basketball. I know some guys are having great seasons out, but not me. I don't come in here and spew nonsense. I'm 49-51. 2 games college basketball. Yeah, I got 4 today, and I already got a loser on the board. It is what it is. Team money. Marcos, out of everyone here, you definitely love money. I love you. That'll be a staring contest if it pays. He does. Marcos in his every game. Marcos, love Marcos. The old Marcos minute. I like the Marcos minute on like a Tuesday when there's like 16 games. We can just run through them all. I don't have to start searching conferences and looking at the rotations. Groovy says, Michael, watch for whoever's covering Tyreek Hill to get an interception today. I think Hill's having a big game. That was my prediction, right? 2 TDs, 165 yards for Tyreek Hill. Kane's in the house, my guy. Feeling a lot better. Of which I have to take my I gotta take my steroids. I gotta take my pills here. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. So I'm guessing it was a strain or something. And funny, all over my YouTube, I have all stuff for like rotator cuff injuries because the phone is a spy device. That's all they do. Listen to me, the NSA. Listen to what I got to say about my shoulder. Putting all the stuff on my, and not like I don't go onto the old interwebs and type in my phone like shoulder hurts, rotator. I don't do any of that. That's freaking spy device. All right, feeling better. Look at this. I can move it a little bit. Dolphins 9.5 and over 41. Yes, take the over. I got the over right here in the chat. Now 9.5 is a little worrisome, especially when it opened up at a 6.5. Would I rather lay a 6.5 than a 9.5? I know it's moved because of the quarterback change for the Jets. Dolphins have not looked good offensively the last couple weeks. I mean, I thought they were going to destroy. I came in here to take the team total. I said the other day, was it in here? Or maybe it was with the pub show. I said this game's going to be 34-16 or something. Over Miami team total over and nothing. You're off a bye week. You got shut out the first half versus Kansas City. Scored a couple garbage points, and that's what you get. And now you're playing another defense And I keep saying, not that the Jets defense will quit, but I mean, how much gas got in the tank to come in every game and be like, oh, we only got to give up, we got to give up 16 to win this game. Like, what kind of mentality is that? Like, that's got to weigh on you a little while. There's a lot of overnight line changes, 5 points or more. All right, so are you betting it after the fact? You're chasing, you're scraping, be like, all right, the line moved, I'm going to jump on it, or are you ahead of the move? Are you ahead of the move? You're ahead of the move. Excellent. I gotta throw you in on a guest one day. I don't even have guests. T Money. Sean and Marco's betting every game. Sean just doesn't know what we're up to. Marco says T Money. Marco sent me for the loop today though, because I'm looking for the game. Like, where the heck is this game? I think it's all college basketball. He's talking about college football today. He didn't even label it college football. He's not even helping out. Come on. New line was fishing for Tennessee State. Talk about selling out higher New York real estate. Sheesh. Yeah, freaking. What was that line? I was like, all right, -1. And I had it like a two. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to take them here. Oh, my goodness gracious. Down 15. I mean, I guess anything's possible. You know, I got KC plus 12. So they're down 15. That's going to be another one right around me, losing by like, I'm getting 12, lose by 15 kind of game. Super. Too bad. To me, the Eagles are the second best team in football. Chiefs and Eagles, even though we know the Niners can. Chiefs are not the best team in football, bro. Chiefs are not best team in football. I'm going to say the Ravens, and I'll put the Eagles up there and the Niners. Let's see that. Who was in here yesterday about to talk about the Niners? Was that in this chat or another chat I was in? And they're talking about the Niners being awesome, or the Lions haven't played anybody. I'm like, well, they beat the Chiefs. They're like, Chiefs aren't that good. I'm like, so you win on the road. Who are the Niners beat? You beat Dallas at home. I mean, Dallas is Dallas. And I'm a Cowboy fan. We'll see who the winner of this game, Eagles Niners next week. You're going to have some bragging rights. And if the Niners win again, I don't want to hear from Eagle fans. The Niners with a quarterback who's not hurt, and you're not bringing in a fourth stringer. Let's see. Let's see. I might have to take the Niners in that game. Like, talk about a payback kind of game, and the Eagles again. You've been playing with fire a little bit. You haven't been burned. You got burned once. Here comes another good team. I mean, if Kansas City had any wide receivers, they would have beat you on Monday night. How many drop passes we see there? Oh, Tate the Great's in the house. Tate, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Tate used to be a fine member. Now he's got no time for me. He wants to hang out with Detroit Lenny and talk Detroit sports. Had a good day. Go Michigan. T-Money says Eagles win 31 or 20. Wow, 31-20, you think? 31-20. I can see an over. I can see an over there. T-Money, show him to my comments. Groovy got me dying. You like that? Lex says, I stopped big parlays. I cap 9-leggers now, but I've been doing 4 to 7. Okay. So you're reining in. You got from 17 to 9. Hopefully I had helped you kind of scale down a little bit. Now 4 and 7. Pretty soon that's going to turn into like a 3-teamer, a 2-teamer. Then all of a sudden you'll be like, you know what? I'm going to just bet these 3 games straight and go 2-1 every day and make a fortune. Boom. Date the great. Iowa, Nebraska's amazing football. What's the score in the game? I got to hit a refresh over here. Are you kidding me? Miami's winning this game? Come on, Miami. Who's got the Memphis over? 21-6. Mark, it's good show. I appreciate the insight. Right or wrong, you man. Hey, listen, Mark. You know I kind of bust you sometimes when I come in with the Marco submitted, especially on huge days like this. I got to start searching. It's like, oh my goodness, here we go. I feel like a show comes to a halting stop. Lane says, Higgs, how you been? I had a good Thanksgiving. I did. 1-1 yesterday. Not bad. Take the 1-1 day, Lane. Could have been a lot worse. Right? So it could be 0-2. One college football today. They're spending good stuff to bet on. Who do you got football today, Lane? Spit it out. You can't say you got one game. You don't tell everybody who you have. Team Money. Kansas isn't better than Marquette. Kansas got athletes, but they can't shoot to save their lives. Listen, head-to-head game. You can say they beat them. Can't let's Kansas is let's just can we wait till March gets here and see how good these teams are? Come on, man. Eh, College college is tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky to I didn't do any futures in college this year. That's a lie. I think I took St. Mary's to win the WCC. T Money says I like Arizona had the -5.5. They are physical enough. UConn, listen, UConn is tough. Marquette and Houston have the physical mentality. I like to go deep. Listen. This is not. I'm not knocking the Marquette team. I just don't. Again, I like Arizona, UConn, Houston, sure, and then you have other teams kind of below. Like you don't put Marquette in there. Uh, People don't like Kansas. I kind of like Kansas. I still like Michigan State to be good down the road. I think nobody's talking about Creighton. Groovy says Higgs predict the final score of Texas game. Texas and Texas Tech. Uh, let's go 38-35, something like that. I think they both get in the 30s. 37-35, 37-34, 34-30. T Money, Sean. You love your Arizona. I watch them too. They are very good, but I want to put them over UCLA with UCLA, Kansas, Kentucky. Listen, I'm not putting Kentucky in there. Kentucky for me, no thank you. UCLA, I'm not gonna. I can't really disparage. I do like UCLA teams. Always tough. Second tier. I'm not putting Kentucky in second tier. I'd rather put like Tennessee, Arkansas, Miss ahead of them. I'm not a Kentucky guy. Elliot, he likes to sing. Hello. Team money. Memphis basketball team has been money. I just take the first half every game. All secret to the chat, but it's just money. Teams like that and FAU are certain about it. FAU though, I don't know if they're really because that's a kind of a trendy little squad here. I get a push here. I get the push on the 12. There we go. Third push of the season here on my number. Plus 12, push, 14 L's, 3 pushes. And it would have been an L if I would have grabbed the 10. Team money, 49-51 to beat 60% of my season in. Listen, 60% would be great. I'll be happy at 55%. I say this all the time. And sometimes I get comments in other shows and I'm like, oh, 54, 55%. Like, yeah, bro. I mean, I'm a side and total guy. I'm not jumping in gaming. I'm not lying. These are records based on here's the line. Open up the newspaper, open up your app. That's the line. I'm betting it. Not many people are hitting 55%, 54. Forget about 60% NFL or man, people have weird hopes. 60% team money from your lips to God's ears, bro. If I had 60% college basketball, it'd be fabulous. The amount of games I play would be ridiculous. Groovy says, T Money, go for it. Memphis basketball, NBA Memphis basketball, first basket, NBA style, Jaren Jackson, 5-1. Groovy loves her first baskets. No J. Rue Holiday today? T Money, agreed Sean about Tyreek. He's acting fool. Probably go. I like it. I mean, again, isn't my bias thinking how I think the game's going to play out? But that's how I think. That's how I get to 59% NFL. And I mean, you have to be able to kind of read the tea leaves, so to speak. I don't know. My prediction is that we'll see what happens. And if it goes down, it goes down. You know what? Tomorrow's a new day. I don't worry about one loss because my entire bankroll's not going up in flames in one game. Team Money. I hate that I've had combos about things. The next thing I see Google sending me stuff about it. It's creepy. Yes, Team Money. Exactly. Google knows you're up a billion. Team Money. Run. Put my plays in 1 hour after lines come out. There you go, Miz. I love it. You gotta play early numbers, right? Like the line is gone, you move on. Hey, let's take Miami -9.5 today. Why? You could have had it at 6.5 on Monday, on Sunday. Man, yeesh. Team money showing the Chiefs aren't the best team. No, nope. Chiefs defense is there. Their offense is a problem. Their offense will be a problem when they play the Ravens. I'm telling you, the Ravens are the AFC team. It's the Ravens. I know it's tough to go against Mahomes. In a game, I'm going to take the Ravens as a dog there. Until it's again, if it loses because the one game is not going to affect the other 80 NFL games I bet this season and I made money on. I like the Ravens to come out of the AFC. It'll be Chiefs, Eagles, or worse, Chiefs, Eagles back in the Super Bowl. Ravens. I, I don't know. I'm high on the Ravens. Iowa's 1st and 10 on the 14-yard line. They run the ball 3 times for 2 yards, set up a field goal. Excellent. Good stuff. Pound it. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, or in this case, 2 yards in a field goal. Team on AFC Championship game. Lamar's very good, but he's not the guy. He's not that guy. Here we go. Corey Jones, first comment ever, midday money. Welcome, my friend. Chiefs is a first half team. Eagles are second half team, which they both switched the roles this year. The Eagles, to me, listen, the Chiefs, we knew the offense was going to be down. They have no wide receivers. It is what it is. Teams are eventually going to, you think, cover Kelsey. Eagles, though, as good as they are, they keep, I don't know, they're going to get picked off somewhere. It could be this week versus the Bills. It could be next week versus the Niners. It could be week after versus Cowboys. It could be all 3 of those games. T-Money, Ravens better than the Chiefs. That's a Thanksgiving family argument waiting to happen. T-Money, Michigan State's overrated. I wish I could invite you over for a weekend of college games. We'd chop it up. Have the TV computer. I'm not watching college games, bro. If I watch college games, it's like it's midweek, and I'll have the ESPN3 app on watching some SoCon or SWAC game or some nonsense. Ohio Valley, Tennessee Tech, whatever. Big West Summit League. I don't want. Bet it, forget it, T-Money. Bet it, forget it. How many people were live betting the Lions yesterday thinking they're coming back to win that game? Let that cost people. Don't do that. Group says, watch out for Louisville football tomorrow. They are obsessed with destroying Kentucky. Kentucky embarrassed them last year. I like Louisville. It's still sitting at 7. I didn't take it because it's 7. Just looks like, why is it so low for a top 10 team versus, I guess because it's the SEC. It's up to 7.5 now. Again, I don't hate Louisville here -7. Now, have they overachieved? Are they a top 10 team? I don't know about that. They've beaten everybody they're supposed to beat. Their one loss was, I said in here, take Pittsburgh against them after they beat Notre Dame. Groovy. Raymond, put money on Louisville minus points tomorrow football. Here we go. Louisville. We joke, but you ain't wrong about Google is discussing. Yes, it's listening right now. I don't even want to say their name. T-Money, bet on Jaron Jackson. He's obsessed with getting a first shot in the game for some reason. And if you win, you'll get Jaron Jackson picks all the time on your phones. All righty. 1:30-ish. We're out of here. Texas Tech. The Jets over. Pacers over. Wild on the ice. Pepperdine plus the 10. Yes, 7.5. You like Kentucky? Oh, I'm shocked. I'm shocked T-Money's coming in with an underdog. Color me surprised. Today's Friday, right? All right, I got Ross and Jesse I'll be live on, so keep an eye out for that later on. Maybe I'll jump on Dave's show later. Midday money tomorrow. Happy Friday.